My name is Matt Schulte. I'll sign in here in a second. I serve as a Lancaster County Commissioner for District 3. I come before our body today to speak about an issue that weighs heavily on my heart. I am deeply grieved by the assassination of Charlie Kirk and the tragic killing of Minnesota State Senator and the attempt on our president. These events underscore the dangerous reality of today's political climate, one marked by the demonization of opponents and rhetoric that fuels violence. I believe that we cannot stay silent. I believe that I cannot stay silent in the face of this growing culture of fear and hatred. That's why I drafted a resolution. For the past 2 weeks, I've respectfully asked for the resolution to be placed on our agenda, and for 2 weeks, the chair of this board, Commissioner Best, has refused. So today, I stand before you to read this resolution publicly. Even if this board chooses not to act, the people of Lancaster County deserve to know where I stand. I will not accept political violence as the new normal. I believe we can choose a better way forward, one rooted in unity, respect, and freedom of speech. I will now read my proposed resolution in its entirety, changing the pronouns to the singular to reflect the position that I fully take. The resolution is titled, Resolution Condemning Political Violence, Honoring Victims, including Charlie Kirk and Melissa Hortman, Calling for Unity, and Upholding Public Freedom of Speech. Whereas on September 10th, conservative political leader Charlie Kirk was assassinated during a public event at Utah Valley University in an act which has been widely reported as political violence. Whereas on June 14th, 2025, Minnesota State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband were assassinated in their homes in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, in what state officials have characterized as a targeted political assassination. Whereas there have also been attempts on the life of President Donald Trump, which similarly represents dangerous precedents of using violence as a tool in political conflict. Whereas such acts of violence against the public officials or political organizers undermine the safety and the stability of the democratic institutions and erode public trust in political process. Whereas our democracy rests upon the principles that political disputes are resolved through peaceful means, respectful dialogue, and within the rule of law. Whereas in the times of tragedy, the moral fiber of our community and its leaders is tested, requiring us to recommit to unity, civility, and defense of core democratic values. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I strongly condemn the political assassinations of Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark, the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and all attempts to use violence, intimidation, or threats against public figures or private citizens because of their views. And I condemn all acts of political violence regardless of the ideology behind them. I express my deepest sympathy and condolences to the families, friends, and communities of those who have been killed or wounded in these acts, and to others affected by political violence. I affirm the importance of democratic values, freedom of speech, peaceful political engagement, respect for dissent, and the right of all in our community to participate in public life without fear of violence. I call upon all elected officials, public servants, community leaders, media, faith leaders, civil society organizations, and citizens to unite in rejecting political violence, in rejecting demonization of opponents, and in fostering an environment of civility and mutual respect. I encourage measures to strengthen protections for those who serve in public life, ensure safety at public events, promote nonviolence, improve threat assessment, and educate the public on the healthy political discourse. I further encourage this body to dedicate itself to support legislation, partnerships, or local policy initiatives that reinforce democratic institutions, protect public servants from violence, and ensure accountability from those who perpetrate politically motivated violence. Thank you for your time.
Are there any other members of the public wishing to speak?